All right, traders, it is the 13th of June, 2017. My name is Jameson. Welcome to Behringer Trade. We're looking at a 3-minute vertical bar chart for today's retrospective market review. So today we actually gapped up higher. We saw some decent volume here in the open, which buying on the buy side, and saw some prices rally away from the open, but kind of consolidate and fade back to the opening bid here. We did slip and lose this established level of support, so probably kind of got some shorts that presented there. But as you can appreciate, if you enter a short trade here, you're kind of anticipating that we're going to close that gap. We never really did. We kind of maintained about 50% of that actual gap that's present. So it's actually a bullish observation. And then prices rally back. If you have a short bias, you're looking for this to rally back up, confirm this prior level of support as resistance, and then break back down. Never quite happened. Demand was over to overcome supply. We kind of consolidate back along the opening bid here. And then we rally away, and now here's our trade. So on this breakout, this is where you might enter a long position, and then prices rally back. We confirm this prior level of resistance as support, and then we continue to rally away. And then same thing, we kind of pull back here, we test, we confirm this level of resistance as support, and then we just kind of go sideways. So you have to have the discipline, maybe take some profits here. But not a lot of information is available in the 3-minute vertical bar chart here. If we take a moment and we look at Mike's Inbox Wyckoff Wade that's present here, the software that he has. So here we are here. We can appreciate that prices attempted to rally, we pulled back, and on this pullback here, we can appreciate immediately that there's a lot of supply. So on this up wave here, you can see that 692, 303. On this pullback, there's 1,048. It's actually in hundreds, so this is 1,048,000. And then now you can start to appreciate on these up and down waves now that supply is exceeding demand. That results in a breakdown. And you can visually see that here at the cumulative selling, cumulative delta that's present. So there's a selling imbalance. Now, what I also want you to see is that there's not a lot of information that's available here, but his floor and ceiling indicator here presents that there's a developing buying imbalance, and we can appreciate that as this presents here, that prices rally back away on 444, and they pull back on 224. So demand is exceeding supply, and then we rally through. And on this last pullback, you can appreciate 38 and then 40. So it's actually pretty strong because the up waves here are through a 2 and 207. Additionally, you can appreciate that on the selling here, this is the selling volume, the waves. You had a lot of supply that presented, and then less, and less. So you can see that supply, or the selling pressure, is actually contracting in the lows, and then that helps support the bias that selling's exhausted and prices are going to rally away. Now, so here's something that's interesting too, is that as we go along the wave here, and we're looking for different entries to trade here, on this last kind of very strong up wave that presented, there's a very strong buying imbalance. 1,857 contracts, and you can appreciate here that the volume effort's very strong, the strongest for the day, and the delta here, this is the strongest buying imbalance that's present. So this looks very bullish, but you have to ask yourself, if such a strong effort went into driving prices higher, why didn't we actually see some upward price discovery? And that might be because there's actually some selling that's present. And going into tomorrow's FOMC meeting, it wouldn't surprise me that we see some risk that's coming off, and that we see some prices pull back tonight and into tomorrow morning.